Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock, the lesson is about to get started. In case you're new with us, there's a few things I'd like to show you to help you throughout the lesson. These lessons are always guided and shaped by your questions, and if you're live with us today, there's a couple different ways you can do that. One is in the public live chat, and the other is the Ask Jamin a Question button, where you can ask me a question privately, and I won't share your identity in case you're afraid that your question is stupid. But it's not. If you're in the archives, though, then just open up the survey. At the end of that, there's a place where you can ask your question. I will say I frequently get questions from students in the archives watching a lesson from 6 months ago, and I have no idea what they're talking about. So please try to be as specific as possible. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The PDF will often have additional video links inside so you can get more in-depth instruction on each of the topics. And if you're the kind of person who likes to print out the PDF so you can make the same notes on your physical version as I'm making during the lesson, now would be the time to do that. The MP3 is just a play-along track so you can practice more after the lesson. In traditional lessons, a teacher is going to actually present some new concept for maybe 5 or 10 minutes every couple weeks. The rest of the time is going to be spent applying and refining those concepts. Well, here I'm spouting off hours of new information every week, so it's totally unreasonable to expect you to actually absorb all of that. Instead, the goal of these live lessons is for you to find some little nugget of something that makes sense, but is a bit of a challenge, and for you to go practice it, because practice is where all the improvement's going to happen. So don't feel bad if you have to leave the live lesson when you find that little thing that you're going to practice. And of course, if I'm going too fast, you can always rewind the live lessons or replay in the archives as much as you want. If these live lessons start feeling random or meandering, it's because they are, on purpose. So if you're the kind of person who wants classical training with a step-by-step method, then you're going to want to check out Kloppel Academy on the website. It's included in your live lesson subscription, so you can do both or either. And the upper levels are seriously hard work, but it's going to take you all the way from ground zero, all the way up to being ready to enter any major music college as a piano major in classical or jazz. And finally, it's most people's favorite. This is application, where we take the past concepts from other live lessons and we see how they apply to an actual, real song that already exists. And since there's like 1,000 different ways to play any song, you're just going to work on the version that is appropriate for your level. So that might just mean playing one note at a time for right now. Or maybe you're working on chords or covering the full song. Or maybe you're just seeing how the song breaks down so you can better write and transcribe your own songs in the future. But whatever your level is, the goal is not this song. So even if you don't play the whole entire song, you'll get better by even attempting a little bit of it, and attempt it we shall. Okay, cool. I didn't know how that was going to go. Welcome back to LearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and missing tonight is the incomparable Kendra. But what's not missing tonight is an awesome song. So we miss her, but we're going to go ahead and jump into our song here. I'm going to show you how to play, I think, all the stuff that I just played. And if not, all the stuff that I won't get to tonight, we'll get to next week when we're going to do the reharm of the song, because I screwed up a whole bunch of the chords in there, but hopefully fixed some stuff in there too. We'll probably actually analyze some stuff that we did there next week when we do the reharm. But for right now, I'm hopefully going to show you the right way to play this song. So we need to start this whole thing. We're going to actually ignore this first line right here. So I wrote this in for all the people who are like want to do the intro part, that whole thing, which is not part of the melody. So the melody starts on the second line, but if you understand the chord thing and how to read these notes at the beginning, then you'll be fine on that first line. If not, wait until the intermediate part of this lesson, and I will hopefully go back and do that. Remind me if I don't get there. And let's go here. And to address the chat room, send the link to the, send the link to the video. We're going to jam together, me and someone in the chat. So send me a link to the video that you post wherever you want to post it, and then I'll just pull it up here and try to jam along with that. That should work. We'll see. I think we've done that a few times in the past. But anyway, we'll see if that works. Okay, back to the song. We're going to ignore all the stuff up here, all those letters that are written in. They seem like they're going to be helpful, but they're not. They're just distracting until we get to the intermediate version of this lesson. So ignore all of that and just pay attention to the colored dots. So whenever we have a hashtag in the middle, like that one right there, it's pretty small, but it looks like that right there. F hashtag, that's an F sharp. So what we would do is find any group of 3 black notes, and if you play the one that's on the left, that note is an F sharp. The reason that's an F sharp is that this note right here is an F. So this one right here would be an F. The last note, let's go backwards through the alphabet. So that's an F, that's an E, D, C, B, A. This is all going way too fast. Let me zoom in and show you the letters on this thing. So this note right here is an A. If we take a group of 3 black notes, take the note in the middle. Sorry, we should have started here. Take the note in the group of in the middle of a group of 3 black notes, and that, if you drag it up a little bit, that's going to be an A. If you count through the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, this puts us back to the spot we were in just a second ago, where we've got an F, and the note right above that, just above that's going to be an F sharp, also known as a G flat, because it's slightly lower than a G, but I don't think we're going to run into any flats in this song. So we'll just call this one an F sharp for right now, because it's slightly higher than an F, and that's the first note that you need. The next note that you need is a sharp, because there's a lot of sharps in this song. So we're going to play a D sharp. So if we go back to that A again and climb up to a D, A, B, C, D, that's a D. And then the note that's slightly higher than that note right there is going to be a D sharp. So we're going to get really used to, let's see here, C sharps, D sharps, F sharps, G sharps, and A sharps. We're going to use all of the black notes in this song. The only white notes we're going to use are B and an E. Everything else in the song is going to be some kind of a sharp. So we're not going to play any C's or D's or F's, G's, or A's. All those will be the sharp versions, but it will tell you inside of the notes whether you're playing a regular note or a sharp note. So this one right here is going to be a D sharp, and I would highly recommend that you say the words out loud. It's easier to convince kids to do that than to convince adults to do that, because it feels weird to do it, but hopefully there's no one else around. At least you could whisper the words to yourself. It'll help you keep track of where you are in the song. F sharp and D sharp, saying here's to. Then you get to play a regular E for the word the, and then ones is back to that F sharp. So just that much right there. Here's to the ones. Actually, that's going to be a big part of the song. Just those 3 notes in that cluster. Here's to the one. It's like those same notes again for that we got. So here's to the ones that we got. Okay, cool. So hopefully once you get used to that, you don't have to play it with the left hand. You can play that with the right hand. In the future, like in the intermediate version of the lesson and the advanced version of the lesson, we're gonna mix that up and like play it sometimes with the left hand, sometimes with the right hand. And to answer the question, Uh, yes, in the chat. Yes, you can email it. That'd be perfectly fine. Some of you guys have my text number. You could text it to me, the link to the video that we're going to jam to. That would be totally fine. Or use the contact form on the website or whatever. And then, yes, you're right. This is canon in D, but it's not in D. It's in the key of B, and we'll get to that, man, in the intermediate version, I guess, when we do the song breakdown. But essentially, yes, it's canon in D. I don't know how it goes, but anyway, it's in the key of B though, because B is the most important note, and we're using 5 sharps. So this particular one is in B, but I've also heard this song played in C and E and yeah, pretty much every other key. So anyway, we got here's to the ones that we got, and then we're gonna do the exact same pattern, but with these 3 notes right here, which we would call a D sharp because it's slightly higher than D, a C sharp because it's slightly higher than C, and a B. So, and that would be cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. So this cluster of 3, this cluster of 3, and we're already through the first line. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. And then just write back down those same exact notes. 'Cause the. And then drinks bring back all the memories is just G sharp and F sharp. You can see right here, it's all purple and red through that whole line. So drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've. So that's all just those 2 notes right there, G sharp and F sharp. We've, and then been through is a B, a regular B, and then an A sharp, the note that's slightly higher than A. And I will point out too that the ups and downs on this song are important. So you're going from a B right there to a G, and most people when they go from a B to a G are gonna go from a B to a G, but that's not the direction that we're supposed to go, because you can see right here, like this B is like midway up on the treble clef on those lines and spaces there. So from the bottom line, it's like up 1, 2 lines, right? If we go over here and find out where is this G, from the bottom line, that's only up 1 line right there. So that G should be lower because it's low, literally physically lower down on the staff. So it should be lower. It should be that G sharp right there, not that G sharp. And so that's kind of how you tell where you're supposed to go up or down, is just pay attention to where it is literally on the staff. Okay. Drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. And then the next thing's gonna be exactly the same. They change the words, but they don't change any of the notes. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones we've lost on the way, because the drink bring back all the memories bring back. And then right here at the very end, we ended the other one right there. So this one just has this extra little tag of 4 notes. O-rees bring back. And then, depending on where you go in the song, you either play another B for the word you, or you just wait there after the B, because these same exact notes, pretty much, once you have these first 2 lines right here, you've got the whole entire song. So the next 2 lines are just going to repeat the same thing, and then later on for the other verses, they're going to change up the words. But again, the notes are going to stay the same. So this set of 3, and these 2 notes are pretty much the whole entire verse as. Yeah, cool. And then we've just got a little bit more to do in here. I know it looks like a lot of dots, but it's pretty repetitive. So this is that you that I was talking about. Memories bring back you. Right here is where the whole verse starts. So I guess this part up here could be considered the chorus part or the refrain, and then this part right down here would be the verse part. So there's a time that I remember. Let me slow that down a very little bit. It's a B and a C sharp and a D sharp. That's those 3 notes right there. There's a time, and then that I. Yeah, right. Yep. There's a lot of sharps in this one. It's not F sharp. Could be 6 sharps, but yeah, a lot of them. There's a time that I. And then remem. So watch out for that one. It goes back and forth between these notes a lot, but in this one case, it's gonna go to the F sharp, D sharp, and then up 1 note to that G sharp. So time that I remember. So those are gonna be the important ones right there. When I did not know no pain. those are just ones you'll need to practice. I guess this set of 4 right here kind of gets used in this next phrase right here. When I believed in forever and every. So we got that same set of 4 notes right there. On to the next page. If you're feeling right now like, wait, hang on, I need to practice that section. I don't have that down yet. I'm not with you. That's normal. That's perfectly fine. Just keep on working on the section that you need to work on. Come back to this video later on when you feel like you've got the first page down and it's all easy and you're bored. You're like, I wish you would have taught the rest of the lesson. I did. Come right back to this part right here and we'll go on through page 2. So joining me in the future is you, and we're starting with this B. Thing would stay the same. So this is still in that same set of 4 notes that we had right there. So maybe don't practice page 1, practice through the first 5 notes of page 2. We'll get you there. But I guess if you're coming back in the future, it was too late. I should have told you that before. Sorry. Welcome back. So then this next section is gonna be the exact same set of notes. Now my heart feels like December when somebody say your name. Yeah, bummer. That is what he sings. I wish it was another E right here. You could play another E. I'm sure with it, when I covered the song, I did play another E. When somebody says your name. But what he sings is, when somebody say your name. Whatever. Because I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. And that's that same set of 4 notes. And then we've got the actual, we got 2 more sections. So Everybody Hurts Sometimes, that's pretty much gonna be all B. You can get away with playing B almost the whole entire way through that. And then we also have the do-do-dos. And once we have that, we've got all the parts to the entire song is just 2 pages. It moves pretty quick. There's lots of 16th notes, lots of really fast notes in here. But we're almost done. So go find that B and... Cool. All right. Yep. I got you in the chat, and I will be looking for that right after the lesson. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts someday. A. It's these 3 notes right here. Mostly B. But when it goes up to a D sharp. And when it goes down to an A sharp. Everybody hurts. Hurts is not a B. Sometimes everybody hurts, again, is a D sharp. Someday. A. Everything gonna be alright. Go raise a glass and say. So that glass right there is gonna be the tricky one. And then he's gonna go back to I don't know what the words are, but those are the right notes. And then we've got our last section, the do-do-dos. So I wish this was repeating something else. I think this is actually another unique section. So if that's depressing to you, then just cut it off and don't worry about doing that last section, or just mentally cut it off and come back to it much, much later when the rest of the song is easy and boring for you. But the notes are F sharp, do, 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 do. These notes right here, F sharp, D sharp, C sharp, and B. And then we've got those same 4 notes again. Those ones right there. Surely that's a thing, right? That's got to be the same thing as when somebody... Nope, it's not. If I'm wrong, tell me in the chat. When I believed in forever and every... Is that the same thing as... It's pretty close. It's the same set of 4 notes that we were playing around with before, but kind of in a slightly different order. Memories bring back, memories bring back. And we already did that whole thing right there. That is stolen from Memories Bring Back. It's not stolen? This whole entire time I thought it was. It's not. The words are stolen. Those jerks. Okay, so the words are stolen from Memories Bring Back You. But memories bring back you. That's how it goes the first time. The second time, it is this unique, apparently, line. Memories bring back you. So these 3 notes right here. Okay, so going from the very beginning, nice and slow, making sure we got this whole thing. Starting on line 2, here's to the one that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Now time for the verse, 'cause they start with the chorus. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feels like December when somebody say your name, maybe, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. Everything gonna be alright. Go raise a glass and say. Then you go back up to the top. Here's the ones we got. That's what you're going to say when you raise a glass. Okay, cool. But the do-do-dos. Do-do-do-do-do. I guess it doesn't help to say the words here. Memories bring back you. When I played mine, it felt right to not say you at the end, I think. If I remember correctly. Most of that I didn't mean to do. Or I didn't plan to do, I guess. Until the last moment. But memories bring back. I don't know if that's what he does in the song or not. But I don't have a U at the end of mine. It didn't feel right. It felt more appropriate to leave it suspended like that. But let's add in the chords. But definitely your assignment is to just work on playing all of those notes one section at a time. Don't try to do the whole entire thing. Just take a little chunk at a time. And then once you can do all that, try it along with it. Once you feel like, oh yeah, I've totally got this, then try it along with the play along track that I have, or you play along with the Maroon 5 recording, and then see if you've actually got it down. Most likely you don't, and you'll need to practice it more until you can play along with them. But once you have all of that down, then come back and join me for the intermediate level where we add in the chords. Or if you've been bored this whole time, you're waiting for me to add in the chords, then let's try that right now. So it's time to transition into the intermediate portion of the lesson. And of course, intermediate is a worthless term because we're all intermediate players. Everybody, you and I included, have people who are looking up to us, who are thinking, man, if I could play like that person, then I could call myself a real musician. And you and I both have people that we're looking up to, thinking, man, if I could play like that person, then I could call myself a real musician. So this is just the part of the lesson where you have permission, if you have found some little nugget of something that is difficult to do, but that makes sense, to take off and go practice it. Don't feel bad about that. Of course, if you want to stick around, you might pick up some extra stuff too, and we'd love to keep chatting with you. But I just want to let all of the new students know you're not supposed to try everything in every lesson. And I want to give everybody else a chance to go get something to drink and take a bathroom break. But it's time to get back to it. Let's go. Okay, so then the chords here are going to be, actually there's only, I think, what is it? Yeah, 5 chords in the whole entire thing. There are some weird chords in there, but it's 5 chords in a pattern of 8. So it's going to be B. Let me zoom out so you can see all this stuff. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to be B, and then F sharp, and then G sharp, and then D sharp, and then E, B, and then E, F sharp. So getting used to that pattern of chords, that goes through the whole entire thing, just like it does in canon and D. Actually, let's talk about that right now. Let's do the song breakdown. Might as well. Let me zoom in here and show you. In the key of D, we would have D as number 1, and it would go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. So that's the key of D. It sounds like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It's all white notes except 3 and 7 are black notes. So F sharp and C sharp are the only ones. So this is in the key of D. This is playing in the key of D. If you play anything using this pattern of notes, you are in the key of D. I know modes and stuff, but anyway, we'll pretend that if you play anything with this set of notes right here, all white notes except for F sharp and C sharp, you're in the key of D. So if you played Mary Had Little Lamb, that's Mary Had Little Lamb in D. So if you play a canon, That's Maroon 5 song. How's the song go? Yeah, there we go. That's something like canon D. So that's a canon. I'm staying in D, so it's canon in D. So then, if we would move this thing to, I don't know, let's say the key of C, where it's all white notes, right? So now if I play the canon, but in the key of C, try to stay away from Maroon 5 song. Something like that. So that would be canon, but now I'm in C. So that'd be canon in C. Okay, so it was an extremely not creative name, canon in D. It's just a canon, which is a type of song, and it's in D. So it's Pachelbel's canon that he wrote in D. So if he wrote another one in E flat, it would have been Pachelbel's canon in E flat. Okay, cool. So that's what we mean by this song being canon in B, is that this is the key of B, where B is 1, and we already talked about this, how we're using all the black notes plus B and E. Okay, so then, Lily, I'm sorry to reinforce that. I was playing canon D way too fast. Yes, probably you should slow down, which is actually part of the reason that at the beginning I didn't play my cover of Memories at like full speed, because I don't like it there. It feels like too sad of a song to play it at canon and D speed. But anyway, so I agree with your mom is what I'm saying. Go, mom. Okay, so then if we play canon in D, but in B, it would sound like... So you get the idea. It's in B now, so it's the exact same thing. That's like literally canon in D, but in B, and the words would be, here's the ones that we lost. All right, so then, this is all stolen from canon in D. Now, let me also say, this is a really, really long breakdown, but I think this is a great song to talk about keys for. So if we played canon in D, let me zoom out here, I guess. Sure. So then, okay, so you get the idea. I'm playing canon in D, and all you got to really pay attention is my pinky, because it's gonna go. And those are all the chords. And if we zoom in and we pay attention to the key, we're playing D, which is 1, to A, which is 5, to the 6, to the 3, to the 4, to the 1, to the 4, to the 5. Okay, so the pattern again is 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5. Sorry, it's so long, but it's 8 notes. You could memorize it. 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5. Now, if we do that in the key of B, it would be 1, let me start up here. 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5. That is Memories. The exact same chords in the exact same order for the exact same amount of time, but we're in the key of B instead of being in the key of D. That's the song breakdown. That's not how to play anything. That's just brain work to kind of understand the relationship between this song and canon in D. Okay, so we'll go back to here and play these chords here. We've got the, let me zoom back out. Okay, so then we're gonna play the B chord right here, to the F sharp chord, to the G minor chord, to the D sharp minor chord. These are all listed on the next page, by the way. And then to the B, or to the E, then to the B, then to the E, then to the F sharp. Okay, that's all of those in order. 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5 as the roots, and playing the chords on top of them. 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5. that pattern right there is going to be super duper important. And then it's just a matter of like, well, so now we've got all of our chords. Yeah, maybe that would be the next assignment. That'd be the next thing to work on, would be playing all of those right there in order with maybe the left hand. But then also, if you were to sing along, your assignment would be to practice playing that, the exact same thing, but with the roots in the left hand, playing those chords with the right hand. So this right here is a lot more like what I would play if someone was singing along. I wouldn't play the melody because they're singing the melody. Or if you're like doing a collab with somebody and they were playing, I don't know, let's say violin, playing the melody, then you would play the chords in your right hand, probably in the roots in your left hand. And if you go back and watch my cover at the beginning, you'll probably see a lot of these roots, maybe in even octaves. 1, 5. These are the same notes here, just doubling up for effect, for power. And then the chords. Anything here except for chords and roots. All that is just chords and roots. Okay, cool. And then the thing that I accidentally got myself into trouble in on my cover is I decided I was going to do this thing where I like play the root and then come up and play the chord. And I am not good enough to do that. I got lucky on the cover, I think. I don't think I messed up very many of the chords there. But I was playing the melody here, and my left hand really wanted to be powerful. So then I was just playing the roots and then the chords as if I had two hands in my one hand. But all with the left hand. And with a mic in your face, it's slightly more difficult though. This is how it should have gone during the cover. Okay, I think this is probably officially advanced, because we're playing then melody up top and also playing some chord tones up there, and then I'm playing the roots and the chords here. That's about as many notes as I could possibly fit in, I guess. I'm playing 8 notes at a time there with 10 fingers, so I guess I'm slacking off by about 20%. But that would be the really big version, and then I did some reharm stuff that we'll talk about next week as well. I think, no, still during a different section. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch what I played to figure out what it was. But that's the idea. That is the melody. That's the chords in the right hand and the left hand. That would be, I think, most of the stuff that I did to cover it, with the exception of the chords that I messed up on during the cover. So I think that's everything. So hang on if you want to see the jam session afterwards. I don't know what the song is yet, but there's apparently something sitting in my inbox. But if that's all you cared about was getting the chords and the melody for memories, then cool, we did everything, I guess. And till next time, go explore, mess up, have fun, rock on, and I'll see you here next week for the reharm of this thing. We'll see how many different weird chords we can cram in here all at once. All right, see you next time. Bye. Okay, yeah, this is 1,000 Years. That's right. You told me that. This is great. I love this. I don't know if I remember the melody. Yeah, and that's a violin in there. We're in B flat. I'm sure you're playing the right thing. I just can't remember that. Okay, maybe if I start at the beginning. Here we go. Okay, yeah, cool. So, very, very nice. I think I was close. There's one chord in there that I'm sure you played right, and it didn't match what I was expecting because I don't know the song that well. It's been however long it's been since we taught that lesson. That was really cool. So then maybe then send me, like, if you want to do this again, then maybe send me one that has like a metronome or a beat in it or something like that has you could like also play the melody, and I'll like try to play the chords along with you, or like try to reharm it or something like that. So you could go the other way too, where you play the melody and I play the chords. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Let me try it one more time. I gotta go faster on the beginning. I fell behind last time. love everything that you do. Honestly, Lily, your channel is full of really, really awesome stuff. You do way more covers than I do. And often, in all honesty, as well or better than what I do on a lot of my stuff. So I'm really super proud of you. And yeah, hopefully we can do this again sometime soon. But keep up the great work. And I guess I'm supposed to I have some kind of great ending or something, but I don't. I'm just super proud of you, and keep sending that stuff in and keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome. All right.